Hi everybody, this is Adrienne Joyce of Miss Joyce Tarot, and I'm here with the weekly tarot scope. And this is where I pull a card for each of the zodiac signs. You can apply the reading to your sun, moon, or rising. And this is for the week of April 19th through the 25th. And so next week on Tuesday, we have a new moon, and it's going to be in the sign of Taurus, which is my sign. So that's something to look forward to. It's a time where you can really start new projects. You maybe want to start a new practice, a new frame of mind. I was thinking a lot today about what is really an important concept to really have in mind in order to really evolve and to be your best self. And if there was one thing that I think is the most important, I would say that it is to be conscious, to be aware, awareness and doing things consciously. Because a lot of times, I know in the past that I have done things unconsciously, where I have done things like a knee-jerk reaction, where I react a certain way to certain things and that type of thing. And I think we all do that. And that is what shadow work is all about, really, because shadow work is about having things that we do unconsciously. And when we do things unconsciously, we exhibit this as a certain behavior. So if we look at our behavior and then really analyze where that behavior comes from, we can see where sometimes we do things that we don't even think about. And just like for a really simple example, it's like eating, comfort eating. Sometimes, people get into a habit where they will feel upset about something, they might get angry, and the first thing they'll do is they'll grab, a snack food, or they might eat something, and that is eating emotionally. That's what it is. And so people do that, and it's unconscious. They don't think about it. They'll just, a lot of times people will grab a cigarette. I'm an ex-smoker. You get upset, you grab a cigarette and you smoke, and it's not even a thought. You just do it. And a lot of times that's how a lot of our behaviors are done, based on being unconscious. But the thing is, being more aware of our actions, that is everything. If you're going to eat something, for instance, because you feel sad or you feel angry, you just want to grab something, then do it. Do it consciously. Like, what? I'm gonna go and get that. I'm gonna go out to Dunkin' Donuts and get that coffee and a bagel or something, or whatever it is. That's my thing, actually. I love blueberry iced coffees, but that, do it consciously. Be aware that you're doing it because you will feel a certain way, that you feel uncomfortable or you're mad or sad, and that is so much more helpful to you than if you do it unconsciously. If you do it consciously, then you're actually taking that step. Okay, I feel angry, I'm going to go get that bag of potato chips. But you give yourself that chance to say, do I really want to do that? Or maybe I can just get some grapes instead, or something more healthy, or maybe I can really stop smoking. I can really I know that I'm going to feel bad if I don't smoke. I'm going to get that craving and that physical reaction, but at least it's conscious. You're doing it consciously. And I'm already dropping cards. I haven't even started yet. But consciousness, that's what it's all about. I should shuffle these cards consciously instead of doing it idly. And then maybe they won't fall out of my hands so much. So consciousness, that's something maybe you can start for the new moon cycle next week. If you would like a personal reading, visit the links in the description box below. I do single readings, like you can pay through Etsy or PayPal, and I also do monthly readings if you would like to subscribe to my Patreon. And that is almost like having your own personal, or it is having your own personal tarot reader. So check out the links. It's free to look. So now we're going to start with Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. And it's going better as I consciously shuffle these cards. Aries, your card for the week is the Four of Swords, Healing. And so this could be a great time for you to stop thinking so much, to really take the time to consciously move through your day. And we have all been through a lot of stress lately, and so next week could be a time for you to just relax, to really put those thoughts on pause and just be, just enjoy your day, be in the moment. You don't have to be in attack mode or in defense mode, or um, the mode where you're always thinking and acting and doing. This is a time for you to stop and to rest and to really replenish and refresh yourself, so that when you do get back to the grind and the everyday, that you will be in a much better position, and you will just feel better and go at it with a fresh new attitude and a new outlook on life. And so now we're going to move on to Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. And the card for Taurus is the Nine of Swords, Stress. So this may be a week where you're dealing with a lot of stress, as a lot of us are. There are a lot of things to be stressful about these days. And so the thing to do really is to, if you can, because sometimes it's really hard, is also to kind of, take a break and to stop and to look at your problems one by one. If you have multiple things that you could be worried about, then look at it one by one, instead of trying to see this whole array of things you could be worried about and just worried about life in general and just be, generally anxious. Also, a thing to do is to stay in the moment. That's always a great way to relieve stress. Instead of thinking about the past or what you could have done, and why are things, it may be something that you think that you did in the past that is causing things to be happening today. The past is something to look at, but it's not something to stress over. The past is done. You have to look at the moment in order to really resolve any problem. And then, on the other side, sometimes we are looking to the future, and that is causing stress because we think of what may happen, what could go wrong. And so really, if it hasn't happened yet, it hasn't happened yet. Look to the moment. What can you do right now in the moment in order to prevent something happening in the future? That's what you need to look at, the now, the here and now. And that is a sure way to relieve stress, because you're doing something instead of simply just thinking. And so now we're going to move on to Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. And Gemini, your card is the Four of Swords as well. And so this is a time, once again, like I said, for Aries, a time for you to heal, to stop thinking so much, don't overthink, and to really put whatever it is that you have been doing and being so, really active and putting all your energy into, and just stopping and standing in the moment and giving yourself time to heal and replenish. We have the Nine of Swords for the for Taurus. And so if you do this, this can probably prevent you from getting to the point where you are so stressed out that it's hard to function. Sometimes you need to take these moments to really not think about anything and just be in the moment and enjoy yourself, enjoy life now, instead of waiting, keeping going, keep thinking, and keep trying to, fight these battles to the point where you are exhausted and burnt out. So be careful of that. So now we're going to move on to Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. Cancer, and your card is the Four of Wands, Freedom. So this week is probably a good week for you, a week for you to celebrate all the stability that you have in your life. You probably have been working very hard, and now you are at a point where you can really celebrate the successes that you've had. And when you are able to relax a little bit, you do have a sense of freedom about yourself. The Four of Wands often represents stability. And when you have stability, when everything around you is set in place and you have a stable type of energy around you, then it's easy to have fun and let go and be free. There's nothing like stability in order to give you the room to do other things that you enjoy and love. So now we're going to move on to Leo. Sun, Moon, and Rising. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. And Leo, your card is the Eight of Swords, Restriction. So Leo, this may be a time where you are limiting yourself with your thoughts. And I think it's very striking that most of the cards that we've pulled so far have been swords. And I think this is really showing that a lot of us are having and feeling a lot of stress lately. And so the Eight of Swords is about having self-limiting thoughts, thinking that you can't do something, that there are things that are preventing you from being who you want to be or doing the things that you want to do. And sometimes this is really a function of our own fears and anxieties that make us think that we can't do something. And so the thing would be to, take that breath and really to analyze whether this is something that is actually coming from the outside or whether this is just your own fear that is keeping you frozen in place. So definitely think about that. And in order to move forward, just take that one step. Take that one step, and then, that will spur you, that will inspire you to take another step and another step. And then before you know it, you are out of your restriction and you are moving toward where you need to be. And so now we're going to move on to Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. And Virgo, your card is a Four of Wands. So I am trying to shuffle these cards, but this Four of Wands represents freedom, as the key word here is. And it is saying that you are probably in a place where you are feeling stable, where you have really put your ducks in a row, where you have planned properly and things are functioning and working well in your life. And that is really a Virgo trait, where they are methodical and they plan accordingly and they make sure that their day-to-day routine is orderly and neat. And this has really put you in a good place. So as I said, for Cancer, this is a time, because of your work, because of your hard work and the stability that you have built up for yourself, you have given yourself room to be free to do other things and to really explore your passions. So enjoy that this week. And with the new moon energy, you can begin new projects and really feel good that this is something that's going to work out well for you. So now we're going to move on to Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. And Libra, your card is the Eight of Swords, and I'm laughing because we've had a few cards that have come up, for more than one sign. And so Libra, this may be a time where you were also stressed out and overthinking, and you may be thinking that there are things that you cannot accomplish because there was something in your way or somebody in your way. And really take a look at these things and try to determine, give yourself a little bit of room to relax and breathe and think about it, and try to determine whether or not there are things that are actually stopping you, or whether this is you and your self-limiting thoughts, whether you are limiting yourself due to your anxiety and fears. And if you find that perhaps this is something that's coming from you rather than from without, then just take that first little step. Sometimes it's scary to do that, but just take the first step toward your goal, and then you will soon find that it's not as hard as you think, and you can go the rest of the way. So now we're going to move on to Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. And Libra, your card for the week. I'm sorry, Scorpio, your card for the week is the Page of Swords. The Page of Cups. So this is a light energy for you, Scorpio, for a change. You've had a little bit of heavy energy for the signs that came before you, but this Page of Cups is a light energy. The key word here is friendship, and so this is a week where you can really think about connecting with friends, with people that you love, friends, family, whether it's virtually or in person. This is a time to make those connections and to strengthen those bonds. A lot of us are social distancing, and the whole world is shut down, so it's really a little bit more challenging to keep those connections and bonds with other people. And I don't know, I find myself actually talking to people a lot more a lot more during this time period. So it could be me, but depending on your situation, this is a great time to just keep in touch. Make sure that you don't lose contact with people, that these relationships are still intact, because we always need other people in our lives. So this is a great day to maintain those connections and make sure that when everything is all said and done, that you still have people who you can connect to. And so now I'm going to move on to Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. Sagittarius, your card is the Eight of Pentacles, dedication. So this is a great time for you to continue all the good work that you have been doing so far. If you have been working on something career oriented or even business oriented, this is a time for you to continue on that path, and you will likely see really good results from that. And this is especially true if you love what you're doing. If you like what you're doing, if you enjoy your work, if you enjoy the business that you are conducting right now, then all the better, because that is what makes it work. Your dedication to it, your love for what you're doing, and your passion is the thing that is really going to help you and to even create even more abundance as you continue on that path. And so now we're going to move on to Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. In Capricorn, your card is the Hierophant, the Angel of Blessings. And so Capricorn, this may be a time where you are looking at your spirituality. And I know that a lot of the signs that came before you in this weekly reading, there's been a lot of stress going around, and that could be the case for you as well. And perhaps it is your spirituality, your spiritual beliefs that's going to help you get through this difficult and challenging time. So definitely spend time in meditation, prayer, whatever it is that you do, your spiritual practice. And it could even be, other modalities such as yoga or, lighting candles, doing crystal work, all kinds of things. Whatever it is, or just traditional religion, whatever it is, cling to that this week and find your blessings in that type of peace. And if you're not a religious type person, then find your purpose at your core. Meditation doesn't have to be something that you do to connect with a higher spirit. It can be something that you do to connect to yourself. And that is something that ultimately, that is the purpose. Even though, people meditate and they talk to their ancestors or higher self or God or spirit guides, the ultimate is to really, have that practice to connect to yourself. That is the ultimate goal, that these spiritual modalities are helping you to really hone in back to yourself and finding that peace within. So now we're going to move on to Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. In Aquarius, your card is the Two of Pentacles, juggling. So this could be a week where you are going to have to juggle. It could be that you have to juggle your home work-life balance. It could be juggling your bills, trying to keep a balance between everything. It could be juggling your, the things in your household. Make sure, if everybody's at home. It could be making sure that everyone is happy and comfortable and occupied. It could be all sorts of things, but this is going to be you this week. It could be juggling your health care, making sure that everyone is staying healthy. And so usually with the Two of Pentacles, this type of juggling is not a hard thing to do, but it's going to be something that's easy to do, something that you're going to just roll with and flow with and just really go with the energy of whatever is going on. And a lot of us are good at multitasking. So this is going to be you this week, multitasking and getting it all right and getting everything done that you need to get done. And so now we come to Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. Pisces, and your card is the Five of Pentacles, isolation. So this may be a week where you might be feeling down, a little bit down, where you think that it is hard, you don't have a lot of support, but definitely, look to other people, to help you, to be a source of advice or a source of, even being a shoulder to cry on, you know, if need be, you know, just someone to talk to. Maybe, you know, with this whole social distancing thing, you might feel lonely, that you feel like you are not in touch with the world. And so definitely reach out, whether it's through social media, over the phone, or even, you know, sometimes people are lonely within their own house, in a house full of people, you know. Try to make that connection. What is it that you really need, you know, to make that connection? What is it that you're really looking for? Are you looking for someone to understand? Are you looking for someone to give you advice, or just someone just to listen? And also, in the absence of other people, if being with other people is not what you need, maybe, you know, this is a good time for you to meditate, or maybe isolation in the sense of being alone but not lonely, trying to get comfortable with yourself, trying to find the resources within yourself that's going to help you to feel good. So thank you everybody for listening. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I will talk to you soon.